Hey everyone, on this episode of the Dog Care series, I'm going to be talking to you about how to housebreak your dog. When you first get your dog, the very first thing you'll obviously will have in mind is getting it housebroke, unless of course you're going to have it just living outside. Housebreaking is something that will not get done quickly. It takes a good while to get done. There are claims as well as so-called guides that say you can get this done in only about a week. However, I would ignore that claim and just plan on any time you get a new puppy to have a multi-month process ahead of you. Now, this doesn't mean that you have a difficult task ahead, because it's actually quite easy. You just have to be very, very persistent at letting your dog outside every time it needs to go. And the way to do this is to pay close attention and learn when your dog is likely going to have to go outside, and make sure it is outside at those times. Now, the easiest time of knowing when it's likely going to need to go outside is not long after it eats or after it drinks. And the younger your dog is, then the more often you should have to let it outside. For an 8-week-old puppy, since that's basically the standard age of when one will be going home to its owner, I would recommend letting one out at that age about one time per 45 minutes and later on as the months pass. You could probably extend that to an hour and a half to 2 hours or even longer. Clary right now can go about up to 3 hours or close to that without having to go outside. Now keep in mind that regardless of how good of a job you're doing at diligently taking your dog outside, there will be times you have to clean up a mess. Make sure you have cleaning agents like Resolve and plenty of paper towels, or maybe Nature's Miracle for deodorizer, so that way when your dog does have an accident in the house, it cannot tell where it has already gone and go there again. Over time, you may see your dog only choosing certain rooms in the house in which to go. What you'll need to do in that situation, and Clary is in this right now, is make sure that your dog does not have access to those rooms by itself, especially at times in which it's most likely to go. And finally, there are ways you can train your dog to let you know when it needs to go outside. One way is, while it's still a puppy, to pick it up as you're taking it out, but sit it down right in front of the door and then ask it if it needs to go outside. And then if it goes to the door, immediately open it and let it outside. However, I would recommend not doing this when your puppy is super young, because that's probably an excellent way for it to have an accident before it even gets outside. Another way you can train your dog to let you know when it needs to go outside is by bell ringing. You can hang bells on your door and then train your dog to ring the bells whenever it needs to go outside. However, if you choose to do this method, you need to be careful, because your dog may figure out it can ring bells when all it wants to do is just go outside and play, rather than needing to use the bathroom. Now, every dog I've been around in my 32+ years have all been able to figure out a way without being trained to let me know when they need to go outside. So therefore, I've never bothered yet to actually train a certain way for Clary to let me know that, because I'm sure she will figure it out on her own accord. And with that, thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. If you liked the video, please give it a like and share it. Have a good day, and I will see you soon for Christmas. Goodbye.